Ahoy! It's Kaysi Koi. What's up? Good to see you again. I'm glad we're here. Glad she showed up. Dude, it's such a mental game showing up to try to film because I feel like in my head I'm always just like, like I'm tired, I'm not good enough, I'm blah 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 blah. You know, negative thoughts always come into play, and I was like, oh, my skin looks bad, like you know, all the above. So yeah, let me think, what am I saying? I'm always lost. I had work today. I normally, like, my plans are to film on Saturdays, which is when I have off, and then hopefully upload by Monday, which is hopefully when you're seeing this video, if I can get it edited. But yeah, so yesterday, Saturday, was my birthday. I was planning to film, and then the day just got ahead of me, and filming just, it's a mental thing. It's definitely very mental, and you also just want to be mentally present, and a lot of times I just feel like I'm not. I feel very tired a lot. I just feel like my life's not interesting, like who's gonna watch it? Like, I just have all these negative thoughts all the time, so it was just hard for me to film. And then yesterday I ran short of time, and you know, yeah. So, you know, I overall had a good birthday, but I felt like I was just like, my day was super weird, and I don't know. It was definitely different. It felt different this year, but it was still a good day, and yeah. I wanted to go to like these domes, which had like plants and stuff in it. Like, they're almost like big greenhouses, but then of course I was gonna go and they were like booked up, so then I couldn't go to that. So I ended up going to a museum, just like a basic museum, but it's fun. I'm just a very curious person, so I just like learning about random things. So it was fun, it was cool, it was different. And then I went to Whole Foods. I love food, and I like the food from Whole Foods because they have like so much specific good food. Like, I don't, it's really fun. Like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, love it, love it. So it's like a field trip going there. Yeah, so I did that and hung out with my mom, and it was fun. And then I went out to like an arcade bar like Friday with my sister, and yeah, that was fun too. So that happened. This video was actually supposed to be about like a Wet n Wild collection. There's this Wet n Wild collection called like the Bloomin' collection, and I saw it on Instagram, and I was super curious about it, and I was like, ooh, like this is so like up my alley, like these colors. And it said that it was available at Five Below, so I go in there. I wanted to go with my mom. I'm so awkward going to places by myself. So I go in there and I was like by myself. And adulting is so hard for me. Like, I know that's not hard for most people to do things on their own. I do it if I have to, but like I don't like it and I feel really awkward. So I go in there and I like never been in there, so I'm like, I don't even know where this is. And so I find the makeup section, I find Wet n Wild, and I can't find the collection. So like, I was like, what the heck? I should probably insert it so you know what it looks like. But yeah, so I went in there for nothing, and then I felt really awkward because I was like, do I just like, I went in there on a mission, you know, because I was like nervous, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. And then I was in there and I was like, I can't find it. And I looked everywhere and I was like, and I was like, I can't just like leave without nothing. So today we're gonna do Get Ready With Me, and I bought stuff that I thought I might like. I got it from Wet n Wild, so I don't know. But this palette looks pretty if she focuses. It looks kind of basic, but kind of up my alley. Everything was under $5 though, so this was like a $5 palette. And then I got this blush, which I don't know if it's too light. It also looks like it has like flexes something in there, so I'm like, yeah. So we're just gonna, like, you know, Bloomin' didn't work out, but we got drugstore. We got Wet n Wild anyway. I also got a new lifter gloss from Maybelline. So it's just kind of like a fun drugstore. I don't know. I like doing stuff like this because I feel like it's pretty affordable. I feel like most people watching this video probably could find these products at their local Walmart or something. So yeah. why not try it, you know? And give her a shot. This was like literally $5. This is the Heart and Soul palette. And I got this blush called Pinch Me Pink. And this was like $3, $3.50. So really affordable. This, I don't know how much this was. It's probably like $5 to $8 maybe at Ulta I got it. But I'm sure it's at Walmart or Target or something. So yeah, let's just get started and play around with some makeup and just chat. Sorry for such a long intro. I don't mean to just blab forever. Like, I just wanted to explain myself. And yeah, I used this last time, so I'm gonna use like a different regimen. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I think I've tried this on my channel before, pretty sure I have, but this was definitely like a go-to for me for a long time. And then I don't know what happened, I just started using this like everywhere and I just stuck with it, and I felt like it did help my skin. But I kind of want to go back and try my old combo and see how we like it. So yeah, I know I look like a disaster and I look like really shiny and kind of weird. I mean, it's like 5 p.m. right now. I had work. I had to get up at 4 and I had work at 6 and it was really busy and really stressful. And at least I got off at 1, but I got home. I didn't think I was gonna film because I was exhausted and I was like, I have to film, I have to film. And I was like, I'm not gonna force myself to film. Like, you know, it's just, I don't wanna like lose this streak again, you know? It's just like hard when you finally mentally tell yourself like, just try it, just go back. I know I enjoy doing this, but you know, but then like feeling like I'm already failing right away. Like, I'm just trying to remind myself like, this is my outlet, like this is an outlet for me, and it's all about like progress, not perfection. I know I'll never be like other beauty YouTubers. Like, I know that's not the type of style and outlet I'm trying to put out. I'm not trying to be like perfect because I'm not a perfect person. And if anything, I want my channel to be like real and relatable and honest. So I'm just kind of like, whatever, you know? I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna try my best. And I'm gonna be honest and real, and I'm gonna talk about my week, and I'm just gonna have this outlet because that's what I want it for. I just want to start again and try and, you know, just do the thing and not tell myself, you know, like, I'm just grateful, like, people commented on the first video. It's been so long, I didn't think anyone would. I didn't think anyone was gonna watch it. And I just feel really, like, literally, people who watched and commented made me cry. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I was like, I woke up the next day, or when did I post it? I posted it like Monday morning and I was crying. Like, I was reading the comments and I was crying because I was like, it felt like a weight was off my shoulders of like feeling heard and seen by people. And it doesn't matter if I don't know you personally or not. Like, I felt heard and I felt seen and I felt like people cared about me. And that was like everything to me. So it just like affirmed me and made me feel like, you know, a couple people enjoy this. Like, why do I feel like I'm not good enough? Like, you know, I'm always doubting myself, and I want to feel like I'm enough. And I appreciate the people who believe in me and like make me feel like okay and encourage me, you know, because I always feel like I said, I always feel like I'm not good enough, or that I'm, you know, like, what am I doing? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a very like doubtful, self-criticizing person, and I don't want to be that way to myself anymore. Like, I don't want to doubt myself that much. Oh. I'm gonna look really pale. But yeah, I just, like I said, I don't want to doubt myself. I don't want to tell myself I'm not good enough. I just want to show up, have fun with this, and not make it something that's stressful. I just want to make it something that I enjoy and have fun with. And I have so many palettes. I have so much that I can play with. And that's why it's just like, you know what, let's just have fun and enjoy this. And, you know, there's gonna be people who don't care, and cool, you know. There's gonna be people who care, cool. Like, you know, there's gonna be people that come and go, cool. I'm just here, you know. I'm just doing it. I'm doing what I want to do, and that's that. And I don't need to doubt myself anymore and feel like, do I? I'm just gonna be like, I'm doing it. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it and I'm gonna have fun doing it. And that's the goal, is to have fun, be myself, be honest, and yeah. There it is. I look really pale. Like really pale in this. I think that's also why I stopped wearing this foundation, because it makes me look really pale. But honestly, I am really pale, so it works, it works. Oh yeah, so anyway, when I went to Five Below, I was like awkward. I couldn't find the collection, so I just went with the one, with the stuff I showed you, because I was like, LOL, I don't know what to get. So yeah, I was pretty upset that I couldn't find the collection, and of course it's not online anywhere either, so I was like, where am I supposed to get this? So, you know, we're stuck with this, but if I do ever find it, I will make a little video on it, because it's affordable. It was a cute looking collection, and the colors looked to be up my alley, so I was like, okay, okay. But like I said, that didn't work out. But it's okay, it's okay. It's fine, we love that. Love that for me. Just kind of blending this out. I also wanted to film earlier so we have more natural light, but you know what, it's okay. I'm using those lights again. So I don't know if it makes me look crazy. Maybe I should zoom in. You can just see it a little better. Also, my hair's a mess. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just, like I said, I had a day. Work was a little insane. I work at Starbucks, which I think you know, but maybe not. But yeah, it's just a little crazy, just like constant. I think we were short-staffed today, and yeah, so it's a really fun time. Really fun, really quirky fun, and a little stressful. So that's what's happening. I realized I don't have my concealer, so I'm gonna go grab that. I found it. It was in front of me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah. In this lighting, I look super pale and I look insane, but this foundation does match me. I just look insane. I remember the Tarte Shape Tape. I still use that, but like I said, I just started using that It Cosmetics, and I just kind of been doing that all over the face and kind of enjoying it. The only issue I've noticed with it is like how oily I get. So, you know, if you're looking for something that's like good, you want like a one and done, I do really recommend the It Cosmetics. I think it's nice, but it is a little expensive for sure. But it is a good investment if it's something that you're looking for. And it's really nice coverage. It goes on really nice. I think if you have dry skin, then it'll work better, but I'm oily. And there was like a matte one that I wanted to try, but they didn't have it at Ulta, so it's fine. Oh my god, I'm crazy. It's fine. Ooh. Now that's a canvas. That's a blank canvas. I think it's so insane. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna use my powder, so I'm just gonna use like everything that I used last time. I'm just switching it up and doing this concealer and foundation. I already feel like it just looks kind of like eh. I'm just glad I'm like giving it a shot again, because like part of me was thinking like, oh, like maybe it looks better, and I just forgot it looks better. But I'm like, no, this looks pretty patchy, pretty dry. This is looking pretty patchy. I don't know if you can see that. Oh gosh, maybe not. I just feel like it's not really giving me full coverage, and it just looks a little dry. But I mean, we're gonna make Oh my gosh, why do I look so pale? I look so insanely pale. It's so funny. And my ears red. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh. We're gonna make this work though, okay? We're gonna like let her have her moment, even though it looks rough. Have any of you guys been watching the Olympics? I'm just really curious. I really love the Olympics, but it's just like, I don't remember if I've seen the Winter Olympics like last time. It's only every 4 years, which is insane to me because like, there's so much on the line for these athletes. Like they only get this chance, like if they qualify, to train and do this like every 4 years, which is like, you know, when you're a young athlete, like you really have to make some choices and make some decisions and see if it's something that you want to like dedicate your time to. And that's just like insane to me. Like I think it's amazing. Like I admire people who go into the Olympics so much. I've never really been an athlete much myself, and I always like watch the Olympics and it makes me want to be like, it makes me regret my whole life sometimes. I'm like, damn, like they're like younger than me or my age and doing these amazing things, and I'm just over here on the couch like not doing anything. And it just makes me feel bad about myself sometimes because I'm like, wow, like it's so incredible like what people can do. But it's always so controversial and there's always just so much drama sometimes and, you know, competition. And I mean, I can only imagine like how good it feels to like win when you train so hard. But I can also imagine how bad it feels like when things don't go the way you planned and everything just like falls apart. That makes me feel awful for the people who like give it so much time. And you only get this shot at once every 4 years and then you lose it, you know? That sounds terrifying. You know what I mean? Like having it go well is awesome, but like if you get nervous or something's going on and then you just like fall or you lose it, and it's just like how devastating when you feel like that was your shot, you know? And it's like, you know, deep down like, and sometimes people win who you wouldn't expect, and it's like, they were lucky that they like performed so well, but it's almost just like a rarity of like, you know, they might have just lucked out. Like that's what's hard too, is like, are these people like really the best? Or shouldn't we look at like the overall, like everything that they've done? I don't know, sometimes I just think about it and I'm like, hey. All right, we're gonna go into this blush and see if this is any good. Oh, kind of putting a lot on. Ooh. Blend her out. Oh my gosh. It's like getting everywhere. I do see the sparkles. I think it's okay so far. I'm probably putting too much on. This is why I'm getting excited. I'm like, ooh, a color. Alright, I'm not mad at it. It is a bit powdery, which, you know, you can tap off, I guess, so it's not as powdery. Yeah, I don't know if I like these little sparkles in it. I just think sometimes that looks a little noticeable. But it's not like super sparkly, so shouldn't be too big a deal, but we'll see. I always put blush under my eyes just to kind of blend everything together more. I realize the key is just more blush, and then, you know, if my makeup wears off or if I'm wearing a mask, the more blush the better, because then if I'm red or anything, it just blends nicely and it just, you know, doesn't look as noticeable. When I used to not wear blush, you know, I looked really pale, and yeah, that was not a good phase for me. All right, this is cute. I'm just noticing a lot of that little like micro shimmer. Oh, if you can see it. I wonder if it shows up. Oh, maybe you can see it like down here. There's just that shimmer like all over my face. And it's not super obvious, but it's just, it's there. It's there. It's a little, I don't know if I like. Oh, she died. It's okay. We're back. we love it. I think it has like a time limit for videos. So once in a while it clicks out like that and it's like, I don't know if it's 20 minutes or whatever. And it's just like beep. So then I'm like, oh, she stopped. I remember when I used to start making videos like a long time ago, I would be filming and I like didn't know that it stopped filming like that, and I would just keep going. And I would be so devastated to look up and realize like, oh my gosh, it's not even filming me. Like, that's annoying. But yeah, so you know, the blush is okay. It's actually pretty, but there's a lot of those like glitters that I kind of would just wish they weren't in there. Those little shimmeries. But it's not bad. They're not like super noticeable, but they're definitely there. I think if I was in the sun, it would be like, I'd be like Edward from Twilight. I actually look like Edward from Twilight because of how pale I am. And the shimmer, I'm like, Bella. I remember. It's just so iconic. I love watching those TikToks. There's like a guy who like impersonates it so well. And he's always like he apologizes. Oh my god, it's so funny. Like no one can recreate it. Like it's just, it's hilarious. It's so funny to me. Oh my gosh. Crazy. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have been watching the Olympics at all. I'm pretty sure it's about over now. I always love watching the figure skating. And I don't know, like I said though, it's been a long time. I feel like watching it this year, I didn't even know any of the names of anyone competing. But I'm starting to look it up more and get a little more into it. And there's this guy, Yuzuru, I don't know. I think he's from Japan, could be wrong. But he's so adorable and he just loves skating. He has a passion for it. Beautiful outfits, like so cool. And of course we have Nathan Chen from the US. He won the men's figure skating event. And he's incredible. He's also my age and I'm like, that's so cool. Maybe I can meet him someday. That's my toxic trait. I'm always like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna meet these people. I'm like, I probably won't, but you know, it is really cool. Because now that I like look up some of their stuff on YouTube, then I just seen how hard they work, and I can't imagine like putting in that much time, you know? But this is something I always have to remind myself, because I feel like as a person watching the Olympics or watching a movie or watching reality TV, you have to realize that these people, that is their job. Like that is their life, you know? Actors who look the best and look good, and it's literally their job to look good. That's what they do, you know? Models, it's like their sole focus is to look good, you know? And it's so hard as the general public to relate to actors and models and famous people and stuff. We can't relate because we work 40 hours a week, or we have to take care of this or that, and we don't really maybe have the resources or the money to have people watch the kids, or to have someone make meals for me, or personal train me at my house in my big mansion. Like, it's just not realistic, and it's like really hard. I think like sometimes that hits me where I'm like, no, don't feel bad, don't get jealous, because like it's their lifestyle, you know? It's like their life is literally meant to be like that. Like they literally are able to have those resources and the time because it's their job, you know? And so I always feel like it's such an unfair advantage, but it's also just like the reality. And the more you realize like, hey, like, you know, when you don't live a lifestyle like a celebrity, like it's not necessarily easy to look or be like one, you know? Because it's hard, you know? Here she is. I kind of want to swatch some of these metallics. Okay, I mean, she's a little dry, but you know, she's trying. I hope the mattes are gonna be good though. I'm excited for the mattes. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to say that as a reminder to myself and to whoever's watching that, like, you know, it is hard. It's hard watching people and like wanting to look like them, wanting to be like them, and feeling like you can't, and feeling like, I always feel like I don't have enough time to do anything. I mean, I always have to try to pick my priorities. Like, even doing this, like I said, it's like a mental battle sometimes, because I'm like, you know, I want to be here, I want to film, but there's so much groundwork, there's so much, like, you have to plan, you have to buy, you have to edit, you have to upload, you have to learn, you have to grow. It's just, it's a lot. It's kind of overwhelming, and it's not easy. Like, nothing's easy about it. Working hard, I mean, a lot of people have talent, but they just don't show it, or they don't try to. And, you know, I'm trying to learn who I am and like recognize myself and my talents, and, you know, but it, like I said, it's hard to even give it time. It's hard to even give energy to it, because it costs money and it costs time and effort, and, you know, it's hard too. Like I said, looking at the Olympics, I was watching the figure skating and stuff, and like, it makes you be like, oh, that looks easier, that looks fun, and then you try it and it's just so hard. It's so difficult, and so many of these people are like so much younger than me, and they're so good, and they train so much and so often, and it's just like, it feels really discouraging, like trying to go into it and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna like do what they do, because it almost feels like impossible, you know, because they start so young, you know, because they have that groundwork down, and, you know, you feel like, oh, I'll never get to that level. Like, you must just like look back and be like, damn, if I was younger, like, I would have started then. You know, you always feel like you're too old to try, you're too old to start, and like, I don't want to feel that way, you know, but that's kind of how it feels sometimes, and it really sucks to feel that way, because it, like, I shouldn't, but I totally do, and it makes it really hard, and like I said, very like discouraging, trying to like, you know, wanting to be like them. But my friend, one of my friends, she's into skating. She does more like hockey skating, but yeah, she was doing that, and she asked me to go with her, and it's just, it was so hard. I was like, oh, like, sure, I'll try. But it's just, it's very difficult, and it's very like mental, and it's hard. It's hard to actually do it. Alright, I am trying my best to play with these shadows. To be honest with you, they're not performing very well. They're not very pigmented. I'm getting something. She's giving us a little bit, but not enough to be like, you know, anything super spectacular. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time trying to make it work. I'm gonna use my primer for these metallic shades just to get them to stick, because they're very powdery. They're not really sticking to the lids, and I really want this to kind of work out, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Okay, okay. Primer does help, for sure. For sure. I should zoom you in. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this metallic pink shade on. But yeah, it was just like, I don't know. It's so interesting, like, watching people do sports and all that stuff, and I just admire them so much. And I don't know, I just want to do something incredible in my life and not feel like I'm always just admiring other people, because that's always how it kind of feels, and that kind of sucks, you know? So I gotta find myself. Alright. She's, it's okay, but look, it doesn't look amazing, but we're just kind of like playing with it. Again, I look very pale, and this look looks very interesting, but I'm trying to make it work. My inner corner also looks a little dark on me. But, you know, we're gonna give her a shot. The mattes are okay. They are really powdery. I think at the end of the day, you can totally make this palette like work, but it's definitely kind of a hassle and it's a bit difficult. I think if you are like trying to save money though, like can you create like a solid look with this? Sure. Is it gonna be the best look ever? Probably not, but you know, it's doable. It's something, you know? I mean, even though it looks a little rough, it's like, you know, the effort was there. I'm kind of just dusting like all of these mattes on my eyes. Doing a mix of everything, I guess. This look is interesting. I feel like a lot of the metallic shade kind of fell off, but you know, it's okay. Be more subtle, but I think it's still pretty and I still enjoy it. Still kind of cute. I'm gonna use blue eyeliner, give it a little revival moment. Basically in the crease, I used like this shade, kind of these two. And I used this brown shade, and then I used this pink shade in the outer. Use this pink shimmer, and then I use this other shimmer, and then I use the NYX glitter primer to help adhese those to the lid, even though they're very subtle and they're just like a subtle sheen. We tried. Yeah. I am gonna do my wing liner. Keep going with that. Alright, the difference that like mascara and liner make is so funny. I'm like, wow, this look looks more presentable now. So I'm like, oh, it actually has like a little, it looks better. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna go in with more blush because I always like to do that, just to, and I like to go under my eyes a little bit, down the nose, a little bit on the forehead. Alright, I'm gonna try this gloss. It almost has like a blue sheen to it. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks super pretty, so I'm excited to try it. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty, we like it. Ooh. Alright, so here is kind of the final look. I know it looks a little weird. I know I look pretty pale. But I was just playing around with makeup and I just wanted to chat. And yeah, well, if you do want to zoom in, oh yeah, you can maybe see it a little better. It's pretty, you know. I do like the gloss, it's very comfortable. You can see all the shimmers. Yeah, I probably won't wear this blush again just because a little too shimmery. Too much shimmer. But yeah, I think it's cute overall. It's still a look, it's still a moment. I would go out in this, but I would rather do my other looks. But you know, it's not bad. For like super affordable makeup, I think you can still create something really pretty with just whatever you have on hand, and it's still cute and it's still fun, you know? So I kind of like, it's very like work appropriate makeup. It's very like sheen but still enhancing. So honestly, I would recommend the palette. I do think it needs a primer though, just to get it to like show up with the like the sheen. But I think it works. Like if you're in a pinch and you need a palette, like it works, but wouldn't be my top choice. That's my opinion. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Michelle Cara or Cara. She used to work for BuzzFeed, and then she makes her own YouTube videos now. And she's been doing it for like a couple of years, but she has like a series. I don't know what it's called. I think it's like it's a series where she like tries new things, tries new like hobbies or jobs or careers, and she like really immerses herself in it full time, gets help from like trainers and celebrities or certain things, and it's so interesting. And I just watched the one that she did on figure skating because, you know, I was getting into figure skating and stuff, and it's just like so interesting because, you know, when I went like skating, I felt like I went through so many challenges of just like mentally, you just think you're gonna fall, you think you're gonna fail, and you're just so much more nervous than if you just trust yourself and just enjoy it, you know? And I think I need to learn to like let go and trust myself and just like enjoy whatever it is I'm doing in life, because I always feel like I question myself. I'm in such a weird place where I'm like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what makes me happy. Like, I don't know. You know, I always feel so up in the air, and I don't feel like anything's forced on me, which is good and bad, because I remember in high school I was like, all I wanted was to be done with high school. But it was the only security in my life. It's like something you have to do, something you have to show up to, and once it's over and you can do your free reign of your life, it becomes so much more confusing if you don't really know what you want. I've always been jealous of people who knew what they wanted to do right away, because, you know, I never felt like I knew, and normal careers never really seemed to interest me. I'm always just someone who just wants to have fun and enjoy life, and I don't know, you know, but it's hard too because I'm on my own, and then you start thinking about, like, to me money was never an issue, but that was until I moved out of my parents' house and then living on my own, and you realize like how much everything costs, and it just becomes so much more stressful because you want to enjoy what you want to do. Sometimes I want to work part-time, but then I'm like, can I afford working part-time? Like, it's hard, you know? It's hard, like, growing up and just thinking about the future and thinking about what's next, and I know I'm still figuring that out, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone relates to that, but that's where I'm at. It's just figuring it out. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this video today. I know it's super random. I know I look kind of rough. You know, this is definitely not my best look I've ever done, but I just wanted to talk and rant. And like I said, if anyone ever listens, I am grateful. If no one's watching this, it's okay. But yeah, and I'm actually gonna be in California. I'm leaving Thursday, and I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I don't know what to expect. I'm not putting any expectations on it. I just hopefully will be a nice break from work. I haven't been on a vacation in such a long time, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't get disappointed or have a bad time. I'm going with my mom, and we're staying with her friend. And yeah, so I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm a little worried, but at the end of the day, it's just a week. But I have to fly home by myself, and that makes me a little scared. But it should be okay. It should be fine. So yeah, we'll see. But next week, Monday or next week, I might have a video. I might not have a video. It might be a really random video. I don't know. We'll see. I was thinking of filming a video about oatmeal. Or at least just oatmeal. Like, I love oatmeal. So there's this oatmeal I make, and I wanted to share it with you. And yeah, I might film that after this. I know it's kind of random, but if I have nothing to post, I might post something like that, because I'll be gone and I won't be able to film anything. But I'll try to bring my camera, and I'll try to like share some clips and stuff of the trip, and hopefully it'll be fun, and hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it'll be a good time. I also bought nail polish for like the first time in like 50 years. I got these from Ulta. This is Opie nail polish, but I love pink. It's so cute. This one is Princess Rule. This one, oh my gosh, looks so cool. This is Pixel Dust. So cool. But yeah, I can never have my nails painted because I'm a barista and they could chip and like get into drinks or something. So I literally have not painted my nails in like 3 years. And I'm hoping I can paint them for the trip. You know, it's once you don't paint them after a while, it's pretty nice to not worry about it, but I want to paint them again. I think it'd be fun. So I'm excited. Since I'm gonna be gone for a week, I'm gonna bring these or wear these, and yeah, I'll try to have fun with it. But sorry I rambled and talked so much today. I hope you had fun or got something out of this video if you're watching, and see you in the next one. Have a good day, keep smiling. Progress over perfection, am I right?